Hi guys, DVD Mike. I am actually back. I'd like to thank everyone that's stuck with me for the pain in the arse that's been the last couple of months where things haven't worked properly for me, technically and financially and quite a few other things. Thanks to the new subscribers who have popped up. I've had quite a resurgence actually in sort of new subscribers, basically thanks to Oscar. And him actually sort of linking to my channel for me sending him stuff and stuff like that, so thank you Oscar for that. Brief history of what actually happened. People know I left my job, so I didn't have any money, so I couldn't buy anything. And then when I thought, right, I'm going to reinvent certain things on the channel that do things that don't necessarily mean that I need money to do. Yeah, my PC died, my motherboard completely fried, the North Bridge fried, and my SSD drive, which was my C drive with Windows on it, died as well. So it took months to get them back. Hadn't done the warranty, they came back, worked perfectly, then the replacement SSD drive died. Yeah, so that died, and that was a bit of a pain in the arse. So I sent that away again. Sent it away again, came back, working perfectly, full bill of health, and then all of a sudden full bill of health, and then when it was brought back to me, we were bringing it in from the van, and it started raining, and just out of nowhere, just literally rain, and it got wet. So the motherboard is now fried again. Yay! So yeah, pain in the arse. So I got really fed up, went out and bought a laptop. It's powerful enough. It's got 2 graphics cards, including a 2GB NVIDIA one. Plus it's got a quad-core i5, so it can handle video editing, it can handle Photoshop and everything else that I use it for. I've had to buy a caddy to get all my hard drives out of the dead PC and transfer the stuff over. So it's been basically start from scratch on everything. In between this I did film an update and do some other stuff, but yeah, that didn't last very long because it all died and I couldn't be bothered to revive that, so I thought I'd start again. So I am back, I have a job, I now sell Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff like that, so I will be getting a lot more. And some stuff early, some stuff not so early. But yeah, basically back to the old way of doing the channel. I will actually take some of the new suggestions on board, so thanks to the people that put stuff out there. Also have new camera. Don't know if it makes a difference on YouTube, but it is 1080p. The old one was 720p and was a stills camera that also did video. This is a bespoke video camera that does 1080p. I need to sort lighting out in here. I'm sure there'll be complaints. It also has an autofocus that I can't seem to turn off yet. I'll figure that out. So if it bugs you, I am sorry. It's teething problems, first time back. So anyway, we will get on with the update because there's quite a few things to go through. I'm going to go quite quickly through some of these. Some of these I'll spend a bit more time on. If anyone wants to see anything more in depth, give me a shout in the comments and I'll try to put something on there. So on with the update. First we have the US version of Robocop 2, directed by Irvin Kershner. Picked this up just because I hadn't seen it in years. Got it from Amazon from, I can't remember the seller, it's one of these Amazon sellers that they consistently, bloody eco cases, sell like American stuff on the English site. Oh, I can't remember the name of them. Yeah, just picked it up because I wanted to see it, I hadn't seen it in ages. It's a better transfer than the first Robocop got, either in the first Sony deleted incarnation or the MGM incarnation. It looks like it's had a decent brand new 2K master. It looks like they've put a lot of time and effort into it. Has no extras to speak of. I don't even believe it's got the trailer. Yeah, not one listed. But yeah, I want to see it again. I think Robocop 2 is underrated. It's got issues, sure, but it is quite cool in a lot of ways. Mostly for the stop motion work by Phil Tippett. Oh, Rob Bottin's, of course, Robocop design, which is absolutely awesome. The remake better kick ass. That's all I'm saying on that. Next we have one I bought ex-rental from Blockbuster. We have Senna. This is the single disc release, which I believe is now out to buy. So it's not the triple disc, triple play version or whatever. Just the film, the exclusive, the film, the extended version, and the normal version. Has 2 great ways to watch: a visual version and special extended version. Plus bonus filmmaker commentary, lots of radio interview, and Senna home movies. Great documentary. If you haven't seen it, do watch it. Even if you're not into Formula 1, it's a great story and well worth a watch. Video quality is what it is. Most of it's from SD sources, so there's not that you can do with a documentary where stuff was filmed for TV and SD. But on Blu-ray you do the best you can, you upscale it the best you can. It does look fine. Yeah, there's some bits that look a bit shonky, but what you can do, you do the best with what you've got. Next we have one that I picked up from, I believe it was just cheap on Amazon. David Russell's Three Kings. Picked this up when he was about to do Uncharted and then decided he's not going to do Uncharted anymore. I really like Three Kings. Word to the wise, I would avoid this release if you don't like people messing around with colour timing after the fact. The original version on DVD had a warning come up because the colour timing was so different, and that was the way it was in the cinema. This has gone a bit teal and orange and a bit newfangled. Yeah, I don't like the way it looks. Still a good film and it's still worth watching. I still would hardly recommend the film. But yeah, they've pissed around with the picture quality and I don't think it needed to be done. Special features wise, additional scenes, 2 commentaries, one by writer director David Russell, another by producers Charles Raven, Edwin L. McDonnell. Featurette Under the Bunker, David O. Russell's Three Kings video journal. Look inside the acting process with Ice Cube. Tour of the Iraq set with production designer Catherine Hardwick, who people know is a director now. Interview with director of photography Thomas Newton Siegel. So yeah, quite a lot of extras, most of them from the Warner Brothers DVD. I think I've got the snapper case version of it somewhere, but I'll be keeping the DVD just because it's the original colour timing and that's the way it should look. Bit disappointed in Warner Brothers, but they do teal and orange everything now, so I don't know what I was expecting really. Next we have a holdout from the HD DVD era that came out on Blu-ray a lot later. Richard Linklater's Scanner Darkly. I think it's because there's a picture-in-picture mode that's on the HD DVD, where Blu-ray 1.0 couldn't do it, but 1.1 could, and blah 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 blah. Only seen this once, liked it, but was puzzled by it, like I think everyone else was. Reminds me a lot of Southland Tales in a way. It's kind of a similar feel of a story. Another one that leaves people scratching their heads, whether they like it or not. I think it's a real Marmite thing, both of those films. You either really like them or really hate them. But yeah, I thought I wanted to see it again. I think it was only like £4, maybe less, from Amazon. Commentary by Keanu Reeves, writer-director Richard Linklater, producer Tommy Patola, author John Lethem, and Philip K. Dick's daughter Isa Dick Hackett. Can't talk today. Wait the Line animation tales and theatrical trailer. So decent enough extras. If people know if there's a difference between this and the HD DVD version, please put in the comment below, because I'll probably pick up the HD DVD version and find it cheap somewhere. Another one that was really cheap on Amazon, I think this was again under £4. We have Braveheart. I'm not a big fan of the film. It's a really good looking transfer, if slightly over sharpened. So I thought I'd pick it up just for that, to support decent transfers where I can. This is released by Fox over here and Paramount under their Blue Line in the US, or whatever it was called. That weird sort of prestige line they did with Gladiator. Yeah, just thought I'd watch it again. Hadn't seen it in years, so I thought I'll give it another chance, you know. Commentary by director Mel Gibson. Picture-in-picture William Wallace's World Commentary. Interactive exclusive, Battlefields of the Scottish Rebellion, Tales of William Wallace, A Writer's Journey, Photo Montage, Alba Gubrath, The Making of Braveheart featurette, archival interviews with the actors, and that's about it. So decent extras, 2 discs. Like I say, I haven't seen it in ages. I know people love it. I didn't get it. I just did not like it for some reason. I like Gladiator, I just don't. I don't know. Yeah, but I thought it was worth, you know, a couple of quid, so it's worth picking up. This one I bought just because I was in HMV. I wanted wanted one film in the 215 and couldn't think of another film that I didn't A, own, or B, wanted to own, so I just picked up Commando. Don't like the film. It's a very early MPEG-2 release. Has decent natural looking grain. Don't like the film. I like the fact that it was going to be the start of a series, and the sequel was written, which became Die Hard, and then they just didn't bother because Schwarzenegger didn't want to do Die Hard, so it gave us Die Hard. So that gave us Die Hard. I hate the film. I don't know why everyone thinks it's really good. It's really badly made. That's got really big problems with it. I watched it again. I still didn't change my mind. It was fun, and it got me one of the other films that are in here in the 215. So who cares? Basically, yeah, it's one of these ones that I might watch again if I'm in the mood, and yeah, probably won't. Next we have Joss Whedon's Firefly. This is the UK final release. Finally came out. The Americans have had this for ages. This is really, really long overdue. It didn't cost a lot of money. I think it was only like 12 quid. But it does have every single episode of Firefly. I have the DVD version. I don't believe there's much different apart from there's a, where is it? A Firefly cast roundtable lunch with Joss, Nathan, Alan and Ron. So that would be worth watching. I love the series. I'm a big Buffy fan. I'm a big Whedon fan. Big Whedon apologist in many senses. I think it's really good. I like Serenity as well. I know a lot of people that love the series really didn't like Serenity, and I don't get why that was. But I think it's good. I think it's really worth watching. There was some talk of some of the effect shots being upscaled to 1080 for this release, and for the HDTV versions. I don't know about that. I haven't actually put the discs in yet. I've got too much TV going on at the moment, so I haven't had time to watch it, but I'd heartily recommend it. Support it now that it's finally out, and we can carry on making stuff. Well, Avengers obviously is going to do quite well. I don't think, even if it's really bad, I don't think, you know, it's not going to make money. Green Lantern made money, sort of. Talking of superheroes, we have what I believe to be my favourite superhero film of all time. We have The Rocketeer, directed by Joe Johnston. I love this movie. I absolutely, completely love this movie. I think it's absolutely fantastic. There's so much that just, I don't know, it's the perfect my #1 superhero movie of all time. I know a lot of people didn't like it when it came out. I know a lot of people don't like it now. But you look at Captain America, and he does that 40s sort of throwback thing quite well, Joe Johnston. I mean, the fact that I love the story as it was, and Timothy Dalton's my favourite Bond, and Jennifer Connelly is an absolute goddess, yeah, it kind of does everything in one package for me. What I don't like about this is the fact that it has had a decent remaster. It's probably the same version I saw on the Disney Channel in HD not too long ago. It looks very good. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't look amazing, but it does look very good. This is a 20th anniversary edition. So it's called a 20th anniversary edition. So for the anniversary they've given it a trailer and nothing else. So Joe Johnston, who does commentaries, was he asked about it? Probably not. Would they just whack it out? Or was there rights issues? I mean, I don't know. I'd love to know exactly why the anniversary edition has nothing going for it. Apart from obviously the film and the picture quality. Yeah, I would really love to know what they were thinking of celebrating the anniversary by just releasing the movie. They could have released the movie anytime. But no. Hey, I'm happy to have it, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that I now own the Rocketeer on Blu-ray. The DVD was crap, the American version was non-anamorphic, and it's a 5.0 soundtrack, so no LFE channel. That has a full DTS HD track, which is really good. Next we have one that I've waited ages to pick up. I have no idea why. There are 3 versions of this in my local HMV. One's a triple play, I think it's triple play, double play, and this version, which went the 215, Attack the Block by Joe Cornish. Absolutely love this. Big Adam and Joe fan, back from the Adam and Joe show days, and definitely decided that, you know, I really, really wanted to see this, and for some reason didn't see it in the cinema and took ages to buy it. I don't, it's weird, so this happens to me sometimes. I'll just, either I think I've already bought it and then just don't buy it, or I don't know. Can't give an explanation on that one, but finally got it, finally watched it, really loved it. Extras wise, we have Behind the Block, 59-minute making of. Creature feature, Meet the Gang, unfilmed action. It's a Wrap, and audio commentaries. Audio commentary, junior commentary and senior commentary with Joe Cornish and cast. Executive producer commentary with Joe Cornish and Edgar Wright, which would be quite good because Edgar Wright is really good to hear talks from. There's a Smodcast out with him and Kevin Smith, which is a really good listen. I would recommend it. If you're into filmmaking, yeah, worth picking up. Next we have a film I love, Now this edition is better than the new edition that just came out through, I think, Canal or Optimum, whatever they call themselves now, the hack jobs that they are. We have Witten and I, directed by Bruce Robinson. Yeah, look for this version. It's £3 HMV, has much better picture quality. I mean, the picture quality is still dire, but it's not DNR'd. The new version is the same master, but with DNR slathered all over it, and they've ruined the look of the film. It's a low budget film, and it should have just looked the way it looks on this, basically. I mean, yeah, 4K scan of beautiful negatives would look a lot better, but at the end of the day, £3, what are you going to ask for? Has most of the special features from the Criterion edition, I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Commentary by actors Paul McGann and Ralph Brown. Commentary by director Bruce Robinson. Postcards from Penrith featurette. Drinking game. Bruce Robinson interview. Behind the scenes stills by Ralph Steadman. Swearathon with No One Us. 1999 documentary on the film and original theatrical trailer. So yeah, it's got a decent amount of extras. I would recommend the stereo 2.0 track rather than the GTS HD track. The remix is not very good. It's well worth listening to the original. I think it's dual mono, correct me if I'm wrong, but it does sound better. Next we have something that someone recommended to me, and I just didn't think it looked much cop, but was completely proved wrong, with Stakeland, directed by Jim Mickle. Who knew? I just thought it was Zombieland with vampires done on no budget. It's like that in so much as there is the planet Earth and there's not much on it apart from zombies or vampires. A lot more serious, really badass, really well made film. Don't think many people bothered with it, but it is really, really, really good. Just, yeah, like I say, vampires rule, and it's people trying to get from one place to another, but a bit more bleak than, say, Zombieland is. But yeah, well worth watching. Really, 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 really cool indie film. Got 2 commentary tracks. Making it of Stakeland, Director's Diary, VFX featurette and webisodes. This is the rental version, I believe, just because I picked it up really cheap. When I picked up Senna, I think it's like £5, so even at twice that price, well, even at £20 I'd still pick it up. But I thought, taking a chance on it, I'll pick up, you know, a cheap version. I see it, saw it and thought definitely would do. Next we have a film that also is in the 215, but a film I actually wanted to own. We have History of Violence, directed by, oh god, blank mind, David Cronenberg. How did I knew it was David something. Now people think I'm not a Cronenberg fan. My brain just doesn't work. Didn't pick this up because it's an entertainment video release with horrible screenshots on the back that are the wrong aspect ratio, just because they've been stretched to fit the smaller box. I'm so glad most people are getting their rights back from them. But yeah, really loved it when I first saw it. Watched Eastern Promises again the other day and thought, yeah, I really want to see this again. Then realised I didn't own it, which was kind of disconcerting, but hey ho. I do now. Has behind the scenes commentary by the director, violence history, 2 commercial for Khan, acts of violence, additional footage, delete scenes and trailers. Haven't watched this, can't comment on the pitch quality. I know some of the early EIV releases weren't that good. If you'll let me know how it compares to the new line release in the US, because I will pick it up again if it has a better release. This next one is still sealed, so I shall open it. This was bought in the HMV sale for literally, I think, £5. Correct me if I'm wrong, people know. We have In Bruges, directed by Martin McDonough. Really liked it when I first saw it. I think I saw it on Channel 4 because I didn't really have the bug to see it for some reason. Yeah, really liked it. It was really funny. Has some really cool moments and some really good writing, so I thought, why do people text me when they're in the middle of doing something? Yeah, I thought it was really worth watching just for the writing and the way it plays out. I think Colin Farrell was a bit overexposed at the time, and people got the fatigue that Seth Rogen's got at the moment, where people just don't want to hear from him. But yeah, I think he sort of crawled his way back with Fright Night, which is not as good as the original, fact fans. But yeah, it's worth picking up, especially for cheap, and it's been a long time coming on Blu-ray, but most people imported, I think, the Dutch version, which was really expensive. Has deleted extended scenes, gag reel, and a boat trip around Bruges, so not a lot of extras, but well worth picking up if you like the movie, and I definitely did. So next we have the 3 films that I actually went into HMV for and went to the 215 for. We have the 3 James Bond films that weren't in the original box set. Viewers who have seen my channel before will know that I have the original box set, and I was waiting for Fox and MGM to put out another box set with the remaining Bond titles in, maybe 6 per time or whatever, so they all matched. They didn't, so I thought, I'll wait. So I waited, and I thought, no, sod it, I want to watch some Bond films. I was watching all the Skyfall stuff about the filming, and I thought, no, I'm not going to wait, I want to watch some Bond films. So, we didn't get in this country Man with the Golden Gun, and we also didn't get License to Kill. So I thought, right, there's only 3 more to get, I'll go and buy them. They're in the 215, I thought, can't go wrong with that, so I'll pick them up. Picked them up, so we have Goldfinger, Moonraker, and Water's Not Enough. I won't go too in depth in these because people who know about releases will know that they've just announced a box set with every Bond film in, with new extras, and they're all coming out in every territory. So, pointless. I waited for as long as I could, didn't wait too long. If I waited another couple of months, it would have been fine. So, bugger, basically. I now have all the ones that are released in the UK, so far. But I am going to buy the box set when it comes out end of the year. And obviously, it's no use going sort of in depth on those because the new one's going to have new extras, and I'll do a comparison anyway. I'm going to keep holding them for a little bit. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'll think of something eventually. But yeah, if you wait forever, you wait forever. But normally you find out if you wait for quite a while and then finally think, oh, I'll do it, you normally didn't wait long enough. Never mind. Next we have one I won't go into depth in again, mainly because Disjunct did a better video than I ever could. We have Super 8. This is the HMV exclusive steelbook. Really like the film. People say it's quite like early Spielberg. I don't get the ET comparisons. It's more like Joe Dante's Explorers, which was also a Spielberg production. Really like it. It's a good looking film, good sounding film. People need to get away from the, oh, it's lens flare, lens flare, lens flare, lens flare. If you watched fucking Die Hard recently, watch fucking Die Hard. There are lens flares all over the fucking shop. Grow up, get it out of your head, watch the film, enjoy the film. Great acting from the kids. It's really nostalgic. It's a good throwback to 80s movies. It's just worth watching. The steelbook is really nice. I think it's really original. It looks completely different to what I thought it would look like. I'm happy with the steelbook. I'm happy with the film. If you don't like the film because you thought it was rubbish, fair enough. But leave the lens flare crap alone. It's not just J.J. Abrams that does it. It's not like it's a new thing, and it's not like it's going to go away anytime soon, but hey ho. Next we have a couple of superhero steelbooks. We have Thor and Captain America, both of which I really loved. I've always professed my love for Joe Johnston. I think that Haley Atwell? Haley Atwell was very Jennifer Connelly-like. These busty brunettes that he seems to put in his superhero movies. It had a cool 40s throwback. I like the CGI body they did to shrink down Chris Evans. They could have done it with a stand-in, they could have done head replacement, but I think it kind of works and looks really cool. And it was a fun film. It was a really good throwback. I think that's what DC was lacking. I think they tried really hard with Green Lantern. They tried too hard. It was just boring. I think that DC just releasing one film last year and go up against these two. Thor I loved. It was tongue-in-cheek. It didn't take itself too seriously. And Natalie Portman was great. Well, I think everyone was really good in it. And Kenneth Branagh was a great choice for directing it. I mean, it's been interesting to see where they go from here. The Avengers, obviously I'm going to geek over because Joss Whedon's doing it. And I'd like to see them release steelbooks for the previous Avengers films, just so it ties them up and we have nice little looking racks because we all like a uniformity. Have commentary by directors, Marvel one-shots on both of them, delete scenes on both of them, and they are triple plays as well. I don't know how rare they are now. I know the Captain America one went quite quickly. I still see the Thor one occasionally. So well worth picking up if you really like steelbooks. Also if you like superhero films, they are really, really good. I enjoyed both of them. It was a good summer for superheroes. And I think this year's going to be really good. Avengers, I'm just so looking forward to. And I'm normally a DC guy, so take that how you will, really. Next we have one I picked up really cheap. Film I already own once on Blu-ray. We have Fifth Element. Just because I'm a Luc Besson fanboy, and this is the newer Gaumont approved transfer. The original Sony release was one of the worst Blu-rays ever put out. They remastered it. That's quite a good looking disc. It has some sharpening issues. This has blown out contrast, like every single Gaumont transfer. So, like the Big Blue, like Nikita, like Leon, they all look around the same. This has extras. The Sony one did. Oh, excuse me. This has extras. The Sony one did not, I believe. Discovering the Fifth Element, Imagining the Fifth Element, Art of Jean-Claude Merier, Audience with the Diva Plavaguna, Elements of Style, MTV Cannes Premiere, Visual Effects Commentary and Theatrical Trailer. So it's got quite a lot on there. It's mostly DVD extras on the original Sony release. I think Sony release, no, it was Pathé. Yeah, Pathé, because it had the taxi-like cover on it. Yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, just picked up because a new transfer, it was cheap, and it's not like I've owned something more than once before on Blu-ray. Next we have something that I've been waiting for a special edition for years. And I was hoping this would be a special edition because every single other Robert Rodriguez film on Blu-ray, apart from Road Racers, which hasn't come out yet, has extras. He loves extras, he'll do them all the times, but yeah, Miramax and Lionsgate did not pay any extras on the faculty. I think it's a really good film. I think it's really, really underrated. I know a lot of people didn't like it when it came out. I'm a big Kevin Williamson fan, as people will know. I'm a big Robert Rodriguez fan, as people will know. I think he's gone off the ball recently. But I really like this film. It needed the extras on there, it needed delete scenes, which there are a lot of from what I hear. It needed a commentary, it just needed something. The transfer is not fantastic. It's got some DNR on it. It's not a mess. It's not a universal hack job. It could have been a lot better, but it was literally, I think, £5 or something from Amazon or Play. So it's worth it for that, and I own it, and it goes with the Robert Rodriguez collection downstairs. So at least I have something, you know, to show for my collection. Next we have the other Marvel amazing superhero film of the year. Probably the, well, I'd say it's the second best in this series. We have X-Men First Class. I missed out on the Play Steelbook because I was in between jobs at the time, so didn't get it. This is just the normal slipcase version with the DVD and digital copy, and obviously the Blu-ray. Really like this. I think Matthew Vaughn is an amazing director. Kick-Ass was great. Layer Cake was amazing. So I was really looking forward to it anyway. The cast is brilliant. The bits where Magneto goes Nazi hunting, I would like to see a whole film of just that. The fact that he came across like Connery era Bond, he dressed the same way, the way he held himself, the way he walked, the way he talked, oh, just such a good film. Yeah, I can't recommend it highly enough. I believe this is missing some extras, the UK version compared to the US version. Whether that's a space issue because of the extra language tracks, or whether because someone swore on a commentary and it brought up the rating. I know that happens a lot. Has Children of the Atom multi-part documentary, delete scenes, triple play, Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy, and composer's isolated score. No commentary track, which is a bit of a disappointment, but well worth buying if you like the X-Men stuff. Don't let X3 and Wolverine put you off. It's really, really good. Next we have another cheap buy. This was £5 HMV, Martin Campbell's Edge of Darkness. I do own the series. The series is miles better than this, but it deserved a better audience. It deserved a audience, really. An audience, rather. Because no one watched it. Mel Gibson is really good in this. Don't let his, well, say Nazi hunting, he was more Nazi hiding, ways put you off. It's a really good film. He's brilliant in it. He really, really acts his head off. Same with the Beaver. It got an unfair rap just because the guy's a dickhead. Lots and lots of extras. Well worth watching. If you've seen the TV show, give it a watch because I think it stands quite well on its own. If you haven't, watch the TV show first. Watch the TV show first, then watch this because it's a good companion piece and there are some good bits in it. Next we have a box set of films that I wasn't going to buy. I'm normally quite reserved, more than reserved than I used to be. I used to watch anything with any gore, any banned movies. Now I'm a bit more, I don't know, trepidatious about it. Any movie with any non-consensual sex or rape I will avoid. I didn't know that The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo had lots of that in it and before I watched it, but I really enjoyed the film apart from that. I also really love the remake, or retelling, or whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of forum scuttlebutt about that. I'm a big Fincher fan, so maybe I'm biased. I really liked it. The Girl Who Played Fire is a good sequel. The Girl Who Killed the Hornets Nest is rather boring. I think the indestructible blonde, meant to be Dolph Lundgren bad guy, is a bit Bond villain. He doesn't seem to fit with the universe. I think Noomi Rapace is fantastic as the lead. It's just, I don't know. I think that it's worth picking up. It's only 25 quid on Blu-ray and it's the extended versions. I know they've cropped the original. The original was 2.35 to 1, 35mm. The sequels were TV movies. They were shot in digital video, and they've tried to make it look a bit more like that. I don't really care about that. It's extended. There's a lot of extended footage in these. I don't think there's much in the way of casting interviews with Noomi and Michael, and photo gallery, family tree, behind the fight scene as well. So there's quite a lot of stuff on there. There's not you know, a ton on there, but for, I think it was less than 25 quid I paid for it, like 22 quid. Yeah, it's worth it for that. I think that I prefer Elizabeth in the American version. I think Rooney should win the Oscar. She's nominated for one, she should win one. I think she does a great performance, and she looks more like Elizabeth sounds in the book, if you see what I mean. Not to take away what Noomi Rapace did from this, and obviously she's getting a lot of work now. Sherlock, she wasn't given a lot to do, but that's the script's fault, not her fault. But I think she's going to be really good in Prometheus, because everything's going to be good in Prometheus. Next we have something that I bought because it was under 20 quid, and I make stands on things. Star Wars I still don't own, so fuck you, the guy that said that I'll end up buying it. Fuck you, I haven't. I don't own Star Wars, so fuck off. Also, Back to the Future, still don't own that, so Universal can fuck off, because it's shit, it's DNR mess. So, kind of, is Jurassic Park. It's not as bad. I saw it in the cinema in the digital re-release, and there was DNR there. It wasn't bad. It looked like the Wow Wow DVD TV transfer. This was under 20 quid though, and I thought, well, for under 20 quid, I only own the American versions, the NTC versions on DVD, so I can't watch them downstairs on my PS3, so if I want to watch them, I cannot. So I thought, well, just for the sound, it'd be worth picking up, just cheap, because on it comes digital copies with all three versions. The extras are quite good, but not, you know, exemplary, considering Spielberg doesn't really like pissing around with extras. Has returned to Jurassic Park, never before seen documentary featuring any cast interviews, behind the scenes, 13 archival featurettes, and much more. Yeah, it's worth it for under 20 quid. The sequel's gone off a lot better, obviously. Joe Johnston, his third film, got a lot of stick. I quite like it. I actually like The Lost World a lot as well. I like all three movies. I actually prefer Lost World to the original because it has a lot more going for it. Yeah, shoot me, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, for the money, it's cheap. The next few were ex-rental pickups from Blockbuster, where I now work. These were looked out at under 2 quid each. So we have Drew Barrymore's Whip It. Great film that another one that I took ages and ages to get around to watching. Really well made, and the page is adorable in it. But the cast is fantastic. The male cast, the female cast, it's just an amazing coming of age story. It's not a girly film, it's not prissy, it's a real, it's like Dazed and Confused with roller skates. It's quite a good way of putting it. I think someone told me that a long time ago. But for under 2 quid it's worth it. It has got rental copy written all over it, but I don't really care because it's still Blu-ray, it's still 1080p. Who cares? Next we have a film I only bought because Amy Adams is in it. We have Leap Year. Again, ex-rental, under 2 quid. And I just bought it because it was the one I needed to make the deal work out cheaper. If you see what I mean. All extras on Whip It, by the way. Delete scenes, including alternate opening and interviews, so not a lot. Again, not a lot on here. Trailer on the set of Leap Year and delete scenes. Just watch it for Amy Adams, and that's about it. Might watch it on Valentine's Day on my own, like a sadak. Next, we have a film that I really enjoyed in the cinema. Didn't pick up because it was stupidly expensive. I think it's still like 20 quid for some reason. Most places. I think it's gone down a little bit every now and again. But for under 2 quid, Prince of Persia, directed by Mike Newell. Really good fun. I like Jake Gyllenhaal, blank Disney disc. Who directed Leap Year? Nothing about it. Anand Tucker. But it's written by Cap Van Elfont, who wrote Josie and the Pussycats. I'm a big Josie and the Pussycats fan and can't hardly wait, so it might be quite good. Yeah, Prince of Persia I really liked. I liked the video games beforehand. And I went with some trepidation. I really enjoyed myself. I normally like all Brockheimer stuff, apart from on Stranger Ties, which was just boring. It was quite enjoyed, but I wasn't going to pay 20-30 quid for it. Under 2 quid, I'm happy with that. Exclusive to Blu-ray, Cine Explore Sands of Time, deleted scene, just the one. And that's about it. So there's not a lot of extras on there, but it was a good looking film. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun and well made, so under 2 quid, who cares? Another film I really liked, but didn't buy for some reason, because it was, again, quite expensive. We have MacGruber, directed by Jorma. See, Lonely Island people, who are actually fans of my videos and know I like Lonely Island, no, I can't pronounce his name, so yeah, you know what I mean. Ryan Felipe's in it as well, because Kristen Wiig, who's also in Whip It. Yeah, great fun of kind of pastiche of like Rambo plus MacGyver plus any man on a mission type movie there is. It's really good fun. It doesn't take itself seriously. Fat Val Kilmer being called Dieter von Kumpf is quite funny. More funny than it sounds, actually. I'm going to go and get Kumpf and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's juvenile, but who gives a toss? It's quite funny. Has feature commentary cast and crew, which I imagine would be quite good. Delete scenes and gag reel. It's a shame that no one really bothered with it, because it is a good laugh and well worth picking up, even at full price. Last two with the ex-rental ones. We have Repairmen, directed by Mikhail Sapolchink, whoever he is when he's at home. Yeah, I like this. Not a Jude Lord fan, even though looking back through yesterday, he's done a lot more stuff that I like than I thought I did. If you know what I mean. I thought he did a lot of crap. There's a lot of films that I really enjoyed that he's in, which is kind of annoying. I still think he's a dick and he's a bad actor, but I really like this. I thought it was a good, bleak, utopian future. At the same time I saw Daybreakers, I think this came out, and it was kind of cool visual style. For the gore, rips off Old Boy in one scene in particular. People know what we're talking about, but I quite liked it. It was good fun. 8 minutes of extra gory footage. Feature commentary, inside the visual effects, exclusive to these scenes and the Union commercials. So it's got a decent amount of extras and run 2 quid. I'm not going to complain. Last but not least, we have Bad Lieutenant, Port Call New Orleans, which doesn't say on there, which I'm guessing is just the American title. Was directed by Werner Herzog, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Yeah, I've not seen this. I hated the original with a passion. Again, the rape, the forced sexual stuff. No, don't like it. Heard very good things about this. Heard it's not as bad in that sort of area. Nick Cage is always worth a laugh because he's batshit fucking nuts and sort of relishes in it. So I thought it'd be worth a go, especially for under a couple of quid. Plus, it made up again the amount I needed for the deal to come off for them to be under 2 quid. So who cares? But it's, yeah, I thought it'd be worth a try. And down to the last couple, we have Kevin Smith's Red State. Bit annoyed at this. Went to HMV where I'm working at the moment, and well, we didn't get any in on Blu-ray, which is a pain. HMV where I was working had 1 copy, which sold. The HMV where I live had like 10 copies, all with slipcases. Mine came without a slipcase, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but not be all and end all. I think it was only like 11 quid from Amazon. Really like this, saw it in the cinema, the one showing on the one day that the overall cinema got it for some bizarre reason. I think it's really brave filmmaking. I think Kevin Smith retiring is a stupid fucking idea. I think he should carry on and he should make stuff like this. It shows that he's really matured as a filmmaker. There's some brilliant shots in it. Don't go expecting a horror film. It's not a horror film. It's a sex comedy that becomes an Assault on Precinct 13 siege movie, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's like from Dusk Till Dawn, it switches between 2 things quite well. But I really liked it. I think the performances are really good. It's really well written. It shows that he really shouldn't have bothered with Cop Out. I like Cop Out, but he should write. That's what he's good at. He should write, and it shows that he's grown up as a director. Has 2 hours of extras, Making a Red State of the Union Smodcasts, the Sundance speech with intro by Kevin Smith, conversation with Michael Parks, delete scenes with intro with Kevin Smith, trailers with intro, everything's got an intro, poster gallery again with intro, no commentary, which is a shame, but there's a lot of stuff on there, so I'll forgive him that one. Also going to see him again in February, so I have got the slipcases from every single rental version we've got, so hopefully he's up for signing something. Fingers crossed. Next we have 2 of my films of the year. This next one was the 3rd on my film of 2011 list. I will do a video with a top 10. We have Crazy Stupid Love, directed by Glenn Felica and John Requila. I can't pronounce their names, you know what I'm like. Really liked it, really well written, really well made. Big Ryan Gosling fan, not so much a fan of Steve Carell. Redheads in cinema, always a fan of, so Julianne Moore and Emma Stone, yes please. It's really well written, including the fact that no one is particularly mean or nasty in this. I think Roger Ebert said that everyone in this is honest and has real emotions, as opposed to being mean or nasty or out for something or out for this or out for that. People just being people. Ryan Gosling is fantastic. Emma Stone is just adorable, and Steve Carell goes through a real transformation. You really feel for him. I think it's just fantastically written. I thought for a while that it was Will Gluck who directed this, who did Easy A, because Emma Stone's in it. They talk about the Scarlet Letter. There are parallels with the writing, but he did Friends with Benefits, which is nowhere near as good. I will do a top 10 video of the year 2011. That is number 3. I really, really dug it. I think it's out Monday, so please pick it up. If you like romantic comedies, even if you don't, if you just want to laugh, it has got some really funny moments. It's not just all smolts. Also has Josh Groban fans in his feature film debut. For no reason, I was just sitting there and I was like, that's fucking Josh Groban. What is Josh Groban doing in this movie? Not complaining, he was fucking awesome, but still, weird. And last but not least, we have my film of the year 2011. Also my film of forever. My favourite film of all time was North by Northwest, the Hitchcock classic. That's now at number 2. I won't go too in depth on this because I'm going to do a video devoted to this particular film. People who know me, who follow me on Facebook, Twitter, already know this. We have Drive. Nicholas, oh, he's getting the name wrong. Nicholas Winding Refn. I need to hear it pronounced because I'll just make it up in my head otherwise. Exemplary crime thriller. If you've seen, see, I always describe it as if Michael Mann shot Shane with cars instead of horses, that would be what this is like. So I won't go majorly in depth. I will show you the 2 editions I own at the moment. There's not just going to be 2, there's going to be a lot more than 2. We have the normal UK sell-through with the slipcase. This is out on Monday. Discs are the same in all UK editions. The picture quality is nowhere near as good as the Sony released edition, which is out on Tuesday. This has a few issues, but to be honest, I just got it because I'm buying as many versions of this film as I possibly can. Also, shout out if anyone can help me get the FNAC French edition, also the 2 French steelbooks, the G1 size one and the normal G2 size one. I would be grateful beyond all belief. I really would be so grateful if you could help me get them. I'll obviously pay for them, I'll obviously pay for shipping. If you can help me get them, please let me know. Also, any Canadians out there, I really want the Future Shop edition with the Scorpion jacket slipcase. Cannot find it anywhere, cannot get it from anyone, don't want to pay stupid eBay prices if I can help it, so if anyone can help out, please help me. Yeah, just normal slipcase version. The extras are the same on both versions, so I say the disc is the same. BFI Q&A with director, event TV spot, theatrical trailer, conceptual poster gallery and stills gallery. And we have the UK Steelbook, which I believe is an HMV exclusive. This was quite cheap. I think this was £13 and the normal one's £11. Boring on the inside and, like I say, same disc. But rather cool art on the outside. It's a shame this is an official image. This was photoshopped. The sunglasses, the hand, the car, they're all photoshopped. I wish they'd done a better image for the UK release, but I can't really complain, just because I love it and it's no use complaining about it. But yeah, those are the two UK editions, both out on Monday. Whether this one will last very long, I don't know, because it was an HMV exclusive, and normally exclusive steelbooks don't last that long. But yeah, I'm going to buy a lot more versions of it, as many as I can. The Sony version is region locked to region A, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, because I've got to get region 3 player at some time to actually get the better picture quality version. But if anyone out there can please help me with getting them, I would be eternally grateful. Please drop a comment or PM me, anything, and I will, you know, if you want anything from the UK, I will happily send it to you. I just really, really want them. So there we go, we've caught up. Hooray! There will be more videos, more regularly. I will sort them out and upload them and take requests and do whatever else. I'm going to do some top 10s and a few other bits. I won't do a top 10 film of all time because I hate doing that, and it always changes and I always forget stuff and I always kick myself. I will do a top 10 video of last year though, because that's a lot easier to quantify. And basically, yeah, I'm back. So videos will be forthcoming. Thank you again to everyone for sticking with me. And yeah, apologies for the technical issues at the moment. The autofocus on this camera is a pain in the arse. I'm going to see if I can do something about it. If I can't, then, well, I don't know. We're just going to have to all live with it. So, until next time, do you know what I'm saying? I'll see you soon.